जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य श्री अद्वैत शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय। जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा। नित्य गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल। जय श्री श्री राधा दामोदर भगवान की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्य गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि 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 बोल। Thank you. Om Namo
భగవతే వాసుదేవాయ. ఓం నమో భగవతే వాసుదేవాయ. ఓం నమో భగవతే వాసుదేవాయ. ఓం అజ్ఞానతిమిరంధస్య జ్ఞానాంజనశలాకాయ చక్షురున్మిళితం యేన తస్మై శ్రీగురవే నమః. శ్రీచైతన్యమనోభీష్టం స్థాపితం యేన భూతలే స్వయం రూపా కదా మह्यं దదాతి స్వపదాంతికం. వందేహం శ్రీగురుం శ్రీయుతాపదకమలం శ్రీగురుం వైష్ణవాంశ్చ శ్రీరూపాం సాగ్రజాతాం సహగణ రఘునాథాన్వితం తాం సజీవం సాద్వైతం సావధూతం పరిజనసహితం కృష్ణ చైతన్యదేవం శ్రీరాధా కృష్ణ పదాం సహగణ లలిత శ్రీ విశాఖాన్వితాంశ్చ. హే కృష్ణ కరుణా సింధు దీనబంధో జగత్పతే గోపేశ గోపికాకాంత రాధాకాంత నమోస్తుతే. తప్త కాంచన గౌరాంగి రాధే వృందావనీశ్వరి వృషభానుసుతే దేవి ప్రణమామి హరిప్రియే. వాంఛకల్పతరుభ్యశ్చ కృపా సింధుభ్య ఏవ చ పతితానాం పావనేభ్యో వైష్ణవేభ్యో నమో నమః. జయ శ్రీ కృష్ణ చైతన్య ప్రభు నిత్యానంద శ్రీ అద్వైత గదాధర్ శ్రీవాసాది గౌరభక్తవృందం. కృష్ణ కృష్ణ హరే 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 రామ 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 హరే హరే. హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే 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 రామ 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 హరే హరే. హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే 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 రామ 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 హరే హరే. హరే కృష్ణ. So welcome to our Saturday morning Mangala Arati program. So every month, first and third Saturday, we have a gathering in the temple. First Saturday, His Holiness Janananda Maharaj. So Maharaj has given a beautiful class on this one, Govardhan Leela. Yeah. So that's why today we will discuss about Damodar Leela. Yeah, it's a very auspicious Damodar month. Started exactly last Sunday. So we all know the story, but we will try to understand, the practical application. Because Damodar Leela is, from our childhood we used to hear about this story. Yeah, it's very famous. Like, the picture is very famous. Many people know Krishna, Yashoda, Mother Yashoda binding Krishna to grinding mortar. Okay, but there is a beautiful explanation given behind this Damodar Leela, how to understand. Okay, so we will discuss that one. So I have gathered the information from many lectures, and there is one beautiful notes prepared on Damodar Leela. So I have gone through that, and this slideshow is prepared many years ago, and I share every Damodar month whenever I get a chance to give a class. So we will go through it again, because Krishna's pastimes we can hear any number of times. Actually, on our first and third means Monday and Wednesday sessions, Matajis, they are hearing the same. Yeah, But again, they have to hear today the same. And it won't be bored, isn't it? Because it is Krishna's pastime. Okay? Today evening there is a house program. Again we speak on the same pastime. Maybe same devotees will be there. Yeah. So every year Damodar month, we will attend the house programs. Different devotees they arrange and they invite their friends, and we discuss Damodar Leela only. So that is the difference between mundane stories and Krishna's pastimes. Okay. More than 5,000 years, still people keep on discussing Krishna's pastimes and they feel happy. Okay. If anyone feels bored, means they have to come on the track. As they hear and hear and hear, then they feel that nectar. Okay. Initially, some people, new people, they may, last Sunday, same, this Sunday, same. I attended some house program, same story. Okay, Mother Yashoda binded Krishna, so what? Yeah. So, past many years we are hearing the same. So, give me something more exciting, something new. Okay. So, yeah, some people may think like that. In my initial days also, I used to think the same. But as we are completely into it, yeah. So I remember in my initial days of ISKCON, I used to go to this house programs and again temple, all devotees, I know what speaker is going to say, I know the story, but the devotees, they hear very attentively thinking, they are hearing something new. Okay. I didn't understand, what is new, he is telling the same story, but, all these devotees are hearing something, very attentively new, like that. Because they are advanced, because they progress, because they enjoy it. Isn't it? That's the difference. Okay. So, the more we step into that one, then we feel that nectar. That is very, very important point. Yeah. So, very beautifully, the explanation is given in Srimad Bhagavatam about Krishna Leela in 10th canto. Particularly, this Damodar Leela is, very, very famous. Srila Sukadeva Goswami is explaining. Okay, so we'll read the purport actually, translation. Okay, so. What is happening? Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued. Okay, this chapter, started with Srila, Sukadeva Goswami. What Srila Sukadeva Goswami is saying? One day when Mother Yashoda saw that all maid servants were engaged in other household affairs, she personally began to churn the yogurt. While churning, she remembered the childish activities of Krishna, and in her own way, she composed songs and enjoyed singing to herself about all those activities. Though Mother Yashoda has so many maid servants at her house, okay, Mother serves Krishna personally. This is a very, very important point. We need to understand. Okay, so Nanda Maharaj has so many cows. Out of them, there are some special cows called Padmagandhi cows. So mother takes milk from these cows and prepare butter, yogurt, everything for Krishna, sweets, whatever it is. Okay. So she has so many maid servants. But the Mother Yashoda feels that pleasure of serving Krishna. So she personally engages herself. She can call any of her maid servants. Okay, you do this one. Okay, you do that one. I will just sit and watch the TV. My favorite TV serial. You can prepare all these things and get ready for my son. She can do like that, isn't it? No, but she is personally preparing the one. So, okay. So what exactly this tells us from Mother Yashoda? There is so much to learn. Okay, the mellow may be different. Okay, she is on parental, love. Okay, Vatsalya ras. Okay, Gopis are on Madhurya ras. Yeah. Some devotees are on Sakhyaras and some devotees are in Dasyaras. Okay? But very key point, no point, whatever rasa it is, this Dasyaras, that servant attitude is the core factor, core element. It's built in. Okay? Though gopis are in Madhurya ras, no, they are the servants of the Lord. Okay? Arjuna is in Sakhyaras. Many of Krishna's devotees are in Sakhyaras. But within that Sakhyaras, that service attitude is there. Yeah. So different mellows, different devotees deal with the Supreme Personality of Godhead in different mellows. Yeah. But attitude, service. Okay. So that's why Prabhupada keep on focusing on service, like that. So if you are serving to temple means you are not favoring either the temple chairman or in management, or you are not favoring them, isn't it? We are favoring ourselves. Understand? Okay. So mother is feeling very happy, and what exactly is given here while she is doing that one? She is remembering the childish activities of Krishna. Understand? She is engaging her mind. Okay. And she is composing songs on her own, and she is singing those songs, and she is churning for Krishna to prepare yoga. These are different activities happening. Okay? And even the beautiful explanation is given while mother is churning like this, the bangles are also making a rhythmic sound. Very systematic and rhythmic sound while she is churning butter for Krishna. Okay. We will see that one maybe in the next one. So, points here to remember. Okay. Sing Krishna's songs and remember Krishna's pastimes. Okay. So, to remain in Krishna's consciousness always, these are the two things we need to remember. Always sing Krishna's songs, even Hare Krishna Mahamantra also holy name. Yeah. So, previously I used to drive from Manchester to Bolton to my office. While driving, I used to sing Narsingha prayer, Tulsi prayer loudly. In my car, no one is there. Yeah. Particularly, nice singers like Jagannath Prabhu or Madhav. We have very wonderful singers. Comparing with them. Okay, I am not at all a singer. Yeah. But in my car, when I am driving, okay, I am the boss, I am the servant, I am the listener, I am the kirtanir, I am the audience. I sing loudly, from home till I reach, Tulsi prayer, Narsingha prayer, Jai Radha Madhava, all these things, I sing very loudly and drive, like that. Okay, that's some pleasure, I can also sing loudly, like that. Okay. So I mentioned last time also in our session, like many times I mentioned this one, like, there may be Koila which sings very nice Bollywood songs or movie songs. And there may be Crow which sings Hare Krishna Mahamantra or Jai Radha Madhava, whatever it is, or Damodar Ashtakam. Understand? So the voice of Koila may be very sweet to hear. Okay? You tell me, who is pleasing Krishna? Crow, isn't it? Voice may not be good, isn't it? Yeah. But still, okay, a crow comes here now, okay, it asks, shall I sing? I will ask, crow, my dear crow, please sing, Damodar Ashtakam or Narsingha prayer. The crow says, no, my voice is not good. There is a koila outside on the tree singing a nice Bollywood song, you can hear it. Yeah. But Radha Gokulananda will be pleased when this crow sings Narsingha prayer or any other, Krishna's pastimes. Understand? That is the power of holy name, isn't it? That is the power of holy name. Okay. So, curry leaves, I mentioned this many times. Curry leaves. Generally, we use curry leaves in dishes and all. Understand? Some people, they don't eat it. They just put it aside, isn't it? Yeah, like that. Okay. In Telugu we have proverb, karepakla tisibadesa. Curry leaves means useless. Just take it out like that. And you see dry tulsi leaves. We put in the bhoga, we offer to Krishna. Understand? Do we do the same when we see tulsi leaves? We honor it, isn't it? That's the difference between a curry leaf and a tulsi leaf. Even curry leaf, devotees, when they see in the prasadam, they eat it. They don't throw it away because the curry leaf is in contact with Krishna prasadam. Understand? So that is the difference between crow and koila, or curry leaf and tulsi leaf. Yeah. So like that, when it is in the service of the Lord, then that is more glorious. Understand? So here, sing Krishna's songs and remember the Krishna's pastimes. That's what Mother Yashoda is doing. Okay. If we go little deeper on the same point. Yeah, please. Yeah. Previous slide, yeah. Okay.
While doing service, two things.
Yes.
She was doing service also.
Exactly.
So, yes, not just idle,
Yeah.
but while doing the service,
Yes.
doing these two things.
Exactly. True.
That's another
So,
point.
while doing the service, she is doing all these things. Okay, that's there in the next. Yes, Mataji.
If we're talking about the bamboo stairs, I heard somewhere a devotee explain that this is like just like the katha we do here, and
Yeah.
the tuning of that rod was just something a bit like the mridanga, a little bit like that. So
Yeah.
it's just music. accompanied.
Exactly. Yes, Mataji. Yes. So the bangles are acting like a musical instrument. Yeah.
They're all spiritual beings.
Spiritual beings.
So
True.
they're all serving the Lord in their own way. Everything
Yeah.
was rhythmic.
Yeah, true. I remember in my childhood, okay, so we need to bring the water from the, on the road there are taps. Understand? We need to go out on the road, there are taps, we take water and bring back. Okay, it's a residential area, all ladies gather there. Now it's not there, maybe Nataraj Prabhu, maybe you have seen this, in our childhood days, okay. So, okay, we are from a Brahmin family. So, my mother, she asks me, I take bath with wet towel. Okay. I used to go to that tap and bring water. Okay. It's a very big vessel. Okay. All ladies are there. Okay. And they fight. Hey, it's my turn. No, it's my turn. It's my turn. It literally happens. Particularly during winter, it's very cold outside. It's on the road. It's on the road. Okay. So my tuition is just in the same way. All my classmates, they walk on the road, to the tuition. So I need to bring the water, put in the house, change my dress and go to tuition. I feel very shy because the girls also, my classmates, girls also walk and they look like this and with a wet towel, vessel, standing nearby the ladies, and the ladies are fighting and I am just looking like them, when will get my turn. Okay, so the sound of the vessels, the sound of bangles, when they fight, it's not, I am not exaggerating, this almost happens regularly. Understand? Okay, it's some sort of war of Kurukshetra. Okay, the sound of bangles when they hit each other with the vessels and all, like that. But here it is different. Like Mataji mentioned, the bangles are acting like musical instruments. Understand? So, on the same point, like Nataraj Prabhu already mentioned, what exactly happening here? It's a threefold engagement in Krishna consciousness. Threefold engagement. Nataraj Prabhu already mentioned. She is physically doing the service. Understand? The body is engaging. Isn't it? One should work very hard. Mother Yashoda was laboring considerably to churn the butter for Krishna. Yeah. And the second one, mind. Mother Yashoda is thinking of Krishna. Understand? The mind should be absorbed in trying to please Krishna. Mother Yashoda remembering the childish activities of Lord Krishna. You are hearing here, okay, lecture. You go home. You share these points to your wife or husband, to your children. Okay? Contemplate. What did we hear today's lecture? Or what did we hear in today's Maharaj's lecture? Understand? You hear and you try to recollect and you share with others. While taking prasadam or while drying with your partner, means wife, son, whatever it is. Yeah? Like that. Even if you have any family group, friends group, today I had a very nice lecture, 2-3 points, share with them. Contemplating, hear and recollect. Mother is recollecting using her mind. And words. One should glorify Lord Krishna. Mother Yashoda composed songs and enjoyed singing to herself about all those activities of Krishna. We always say, devotees say BMW. Okay? Body, mind and words, all three are engaged in Krishna consciousness. That is what exactly happening here while Mother Yashoda is churning butter. Okay? Churning butter, physical activity, but if mind is somewhere else, it doesn't help. Understand? So like this, manasa vacha karmana. This is what even we say in Sanskrit. Manasa, by our mind. Vacha, by our words. Karmana, by our physical action. Means by using our body. So this is threefold engagement in Krishna consciousness. We should understand from Mother Yashoda. Either you cook in kitchen, okay, or you are sweeping the floor, you are washing the pots, whatever you do. If you have your another devotee is with you, you tell some story, he will hear, he will tell some story, you will hear. Okay? If no one is there, you sing some nice song and do that one. So this is the practical application. This is how. It's not like hearing from this ear and leaving it from other ear. From here, when we hear, it has to go within the mind. And then recollect. That is very, very important. Recollect. Understand? So this is threefold engagement. Okay? So that is very, very important. That is exactly what Mother Yashoda is doing here. We must learn from Mother Yashoda the same. Now, the description of Mother Yashoda is given here. Okay? How Mother Yashoda looks like? Dressed in saffron yellow saree, with a belt tied about her full hips, Mother Yashoda pulled on the churning rope, laboring considerably, her bangles and earrings moving and vibrating, the whole body shaking. Because of her intense love for her child, her breasts were wet with milk. Her face, with its very beautiful eyebrows, was wet with perspiration, and malati flowers were falling from her hair. The description of Mother Yashoda is given. This is how Mother Yashoda looks like. The earrings are moving. The bangles are making sound. The malati flowers are falling down. This tells, and perspiration on her face. Yeah, sweat. She is sweating. So, devotional service is not a white collar job. Yeah? Devotional service is not a white collar job. We have to bend our body. Isn't it? As per our ability. I remember once, Dinabandhu Prabhu mentioned, he went to Vrindavan and he went to one devotee's house. The devotee is a very elderly person. He is going to nearby well and bringing water. So, Prabhuji mentioned he is somewhere at 75 or 80. From well, he got the water and on his shoulder he is carrying the vessel, water, pot. Then Bandhu Prabhu said, shall I help? I will bring it. And the devotee said, no, let me do it. This is for my Lord. Still has some energy in my body. So he shared this one. Okay? And this devotee is 80 years old. Okay? So that's why that laboring work, don't feel shy of sweeping the floor or washing the plates, yeah, or whatever it is, you know very well. Yeah, so so much work involved with physically we have to do. Okay, so why the explanation of Mother Yashoda is given? Though she is a queen, yeah, having so many maid servants, Mother is here giving us the indication, you have to be like this. In Jagannath Radha Yatra, the king sweeps the streets, isn't it? Okay, we all know it. Yeah, Prataprudra Gajapati, King Prataprudra Gajapati, he is to sweep the floor. That's the tradition. Why that tradition? What exactly Lord Jagannath is trying to tell us from that tradition? No matter who you are in terms of your material position, you are my servant. Understand? Without you sweeping the street, I don't move forward. You first do that one, then I will start moving. That is what Lord is saying. Why do we do full Dandavat? No matter you may be a CEO of a company or you may be a sweeper or working in a company, when you enter into the temple, both are same. You have to completely bend before the Lord and offer your obeisances. Understand? Okay? There is only one master, rest of the people are servants. That's it. Okay? It's a very strong message given from so many past times, and again here also. Okay. So that's why the explanation of Mother Yashoda is given. In the purport of Prabhupada mentioned, don't imitate Mother, follow the footsteps of Mother. Okay. Imitation is very, very dangerous. Particularly imitation on Madhurya Ras, in this Vatsalya Ras, Sakhya Ras. Oh, Krishna is my child, I am girlfriend of Krishna, these type of imitations are very, very dangerous. Don't imitate, but follow the footsteps. That's why at the beginning itself I said, this Dasi Rasa is built in every rasa. So we have to focus on this Dasi Rasa only. Rest of the feelings, yes, the soul progresses will come naturally, automatically. But we are not supposed to imitate. Prabhupada clearly mentioned in the purport, follow the footsteps. So this description of Mother Yashoda will be, advanced devotees, they will understand very nicely. Okay, but neophytes, they may not. Understand? So, okay. So, by understanding the description of Mother Yashoda, what exactly we need to get to implement? See, these are the key points. What are they? The first one. The bangles on Mother Yashoda are vibrating and making sweet sounds, celebrating their great fortune to be in contact with such an exalted devotee as Mother Yashoda and assisting her. It's not that they were thinking of becoming Mother Yashoda. Understand? As I mentioned before, when you are serving the temple, you are not doing any favor to temple chairman or management or whoever you are asked to do something. Understand? Here the bangles are not doing any favor to Mother Yashoda. Bangles are not thinking, I am doing favor to Mother Yashoda. Bangles are thinking, I am very fortunate. Because of my association with Mother Yashoda, today I got the opportunity to do my service in this way. Since Mother Yashoda is churning butter, I am able to make sound. I am so fortunate. Okay? So the bangles are feeling very happy of having the association of this pure devotee. Understand? So, it is not thinking, I myself is Mother Yashoda itself. No. Okay. And similarly, one should feel himself very fortunate if he gets an opportunity to be in close contact with a pure devotee of the Lord. Assist and not try to be like him. So whenever we are in contact with a wonderful devotee, we need to assist them. We need to be engaged in their service. Prabhupada is a great devotee. Prabhupada started ISKCON. We have to do our level best, in this mission. Okay? This assist. Don't think that if I don't assist, this will not happen. No. If you are thinking like that, means we are really fools. If you don't do, someone else will do it. And he will be the fortunate person. Understand? So by serving the devotees or by serving the temple, don't think if I don't do this one, okay, this will not happen. They are depending on me. No, that is a very low level of consciousness. The bangles here are not thinking like that. Okay? If we think like that, Krishna will arrange someone else. And he will be the fortunate, we are the very unfortunate souls. Okay? And the third one, we don't want to be great. We want to be grateful. We don't want to be great. We want to serve the great. Very beautiful words. Isn't it? Yeah. So bangles are not thinking I am great because I am in the hands of Mother Yashoda. Like that. No, bangles are not thinking like that. Bangles are very, very grateful. Okay. Also, don't want to be great. Whether you do kirtan, you do cooking, you do garlands, or you do washing, whatever service you do, don't feel like I am great. I can also do it. Or you do dramas. Okay, anything. Okay, but want to serve the great. By doing this one, I am serving the great. He is the only. Krishna is the only one who can be called as the greatest. That's it. Rest of all objects are menial souls. Understand? Okay. These are the beautiful. That's the beauty. Yeah. From spiritual world, even bangles, earrings, okay, flowers, dust particles. Their consciousness also in Krishna consciousness. Okay. They are not just like a dull matter. Okay. So now, hungry Krishna. So this is about Mother Yashoda churning butter and description of Mother Yashoda. Now, while Mother Yashoda was churning butter, Lord Krishna, desiring to drink the milk of the breast, appeared before her. And in order to increase her transcendental pleasure, he caught hold of the churning rod and began to prevent her from churning. Maybe mothers and fathers may already experience this one. When you are baby, child, they caught hold of you from behind. They caught hold of your legs. Yeah, like this. So while Mother Yashoda is doing this activity, Krishna was sleeping. He got up. He was very hungry. He came down from his bed and he caught hold of mother from behind, preventing mother to churn the rod, to move the rod. Okay. Hungry Krishna. Now hungry Krishna, later he becomes angry Krishna. Yeah. Then what did mother do? Mother Yashoda then embraced Krishna, allowed him to sit down on her lap, just like any other mother does the same, and began to look upon the face of the Lord with great love and affection. Milk was flowing from her breast, but when she saw that milk pan on the oven was boiling over, she immediately left her son to take care of the overflowing milk. Although child was not yet fully satisfied with drinking the milk of his mother's breast. Okay? Mother looked at the child, Krishna, sit her on her lap. Maybe she started feeding the milk. But parallelly, what is happening? What is happening? On oven, there is a milk. She is boiling the milk on a oven. Okay? This milk is overflowing. We all know. Okay? When we boil milk, the milk overflows like that. Then she saw, oh, the milk is overflowing. So then what she kept Krishna aside. She ran towards the oven and switched off the oven to save the milk. This is what happened. Okay? These things happen in all our houses, isn't it? Okay. So, Krishna is hungry. Okay? He wants to take the breast milk from his mother, and mother is feeding. Krishna is not yet satisfied. He is still hungry. But mother put Krishna aside and ran towards oven to save the milk. Is this a nice act? Yeah? Is it not like mother is ignoring Krishna? Is it not like that? Yeah? Krishna, you tell me. Is feeding baby Krishna is important or saving the milk is important? Feeding is important. So mother has not done a right act, isn't it? Okay. What do you say, Yashwant? No, whatever you feel, you tell. No, there are two are supposed to happen. Either Krishna is hungry, she has to feed him. Okay, is this important? Or saving the milk from oven, that is important.
Saving the milk is also important because the milk is going to be used for preparation for Krishna. So first running of that milk and then again coming back.
Okay, so that is also important. Okay, so right. Mataji, Usha Mataji, what do you say? Which one is important? But see, Yashwant and Usha Mataji, bear in mind, Krishna was angry here when Mother Yashoda put him aside, and you are supporting Mother Yashoda. Krishna will be angry with you. Krishna is here. Yeah, he was angry because mother put him aside. That's why, he got angry. And he is hearing here, Yashwant and Usha Mataji also say.
If you be on the side of Mother Yashoda only, we can mind Krishna.
Okay, wonderful.
Otherwise, if you are in the side of Krishna, you will be chastised by Yashoda. Better on the side of Yashoda.
Okay, so Nataraj Prabhu has given you, the confidence. Okay, don't worry, be side of Mother Yashoda, like that. No, wherever I go for a house program on this Damodar, I used to ask this question. Yeah. In one program, all mothers are supporting. All mothers are supporting. No, Mother Yashoda has to give milk to Krishna. That should be done. And all males are supporting. No, she has to save the milk. Milk is very cost. Milk is very expensive. Yeah, they are thinking from finance point of view. Yeah, and the mothers are thinking like, as a mother, okay, let me, feed, like that. Okay, that's good, wonderful. Don't scare it off Krishna. Okay, Krishna won't feel angry. Okay, yes, Mataji. Yeah.
She could have held the baby, breastfeeding, and then gone there and taken the
Yeah. So some mothers mentioned this one also. Some mothers mentioned, no, she can carry baby and switch it off. Okay. If she does like that, we don't understand the difference between these 2 points, isn't it? Understand? Okay. If Mother Yashoda does like this, okay, Krishna would have prevent her to move. Okay. The key point here is Krishna wants Mother Yashoda to save the milk so that the discussion, is this correct or is this correct, should happen amongst the devotee congregation. That is how the knowledge is given. Understand? Every Leela happens as per Krishna's will. Mataji, understand? What you said is correct, but that was not happened. That was not happened means Krishna doesn't want that to happen. You got it? Yeah? Every Leela will happen as per Krishna's will. Understand? So why?
It's because of this the whole Leela has evolved and has been tied in
Exactly.
the two demigods who had
Exactly.
Manipuri and Alapur, they had to be
Exactly.
arranged. So the whole sequence will
Understand?
to unfold.
True. If a mother does like that, the Leela wouldn't happen at all. Isn't it? Okay. For our benefit, okay, so that did not happen. Understand? So, 2 points, both are important. Yeah. One feeding Krishna, the other one is saving the milk. Okay. I don't know who remember of you, few years back when Sixtashtanga Prabhu came while talking on the same point, Srishtastakam Prabhu mentioned, there will be two types of crisis. Prabhuji mentioned. This is just registered in my mind. Two types of crisis. Manjula Mataji, you tell. What are the two types of crisis?
How the moral and ethical crisis we discussed.
Yes, exactly. Two types of crisis. One is called moral crisis. Second one is called ethical crisis. What is this moral crisis? Moral crisis means choosing between good and bad. Understand? You are in a crisis. What is the crisis? My friend invited me to come to pub. At the same time, there is a program in the temple. Krishna, what do you do if you are in this situation? Temple. Why you are saying? Is it because your dad is next to you?
It's not my thing. Never been my thing. Never will be.
Yeah. So temple. Okay, Yashwant, what do you do? Temple, isn't it? Okay. Any other option you have?
You can explain to your friend that, see, that's not your thing, so you're not offending your friend. You say that, see, I'd like to go to the temple, but you can come to the temple.
Very good, very good. Yes, Krishna.
I would have given him the option to join me to come to the temple.
Come to temple, both likes. So now, Krishna, you tell me, how old are you? 14. 14-year-old boy is saying, when I put two options before him, okay, he immediately chosen temple. Okay, Krishna, you tell me, to decide this one, do you need your parents' help? No, isn't it? Yeah, you don't need your parents' help, isn't it? Okay, so choosing between good and bad, you don't need anyone's guidance, right? So to overcome this moral crisis, you can handle this moral crisis, no problem, right? Now the second type of crisis Prabhuji mentioned is ethical crisis. Ethical crisis means choosing between two good things. Okay, choosing between two good things. Particularly we will have this problem during this Damodar month. There is a house program today evening in so-and-so devotee's house. At the same time, there is the same Kartik house program in another devotee's house. Both invited you. Now we are in crisis, isn't it? Yeah. So this is called ethical crisis. Ethical crisis means choosing between two good things. Understand? We should pray Krishna. Krishna always put me in ethical crisis. Crisis is guaranteed in our lives. Understand? Okay. And okay. Third type is choosing between two bad things. We don't need it, isn't it? That is unethical crisis. Yeah. So pub. Okay. So going to this pub or going to this another pub. Okay. Here one friend's birthday. Here some wedding celebration. Completely ruled out. Okay. Ethical crisis. Choosing between two good things. Always pray Krishna, Krishna, please make sure I am always surrounded by ethical crisis. Understand? Crisis is guaranteed in material world. But how to spiritualize it? We should pray Krishna, keep me in ethical crisis. Okay? Choosing between many good things. Yeah? We have Govardhan festival is coming. Devotees make so many offerings to Govardhan. You are in queue for prasadam. Okay, some 10 or 20 varieties are there. All are your favorites. What should I take? Which one? Ethical crisis. Understand? So Prabhuji explained this one. See, these personality development classes, generally, some big people, they give personality development classes. In colleges, in, big, corporate, sector. We don't need to hear from any of such people. Gita itself tells us the real personality development. Bhagavatam itself tells us the real personality development. We don't need to hear from someone else. Isn't it? So, Mother Yashoda is here in ethical crisis. To overcome ethical crisis, yes, you need a guidance. Understand? You can take a guidance from devotees. Okay? You can take guidance from Guru Maharaj. Okay? You can take guidance from your mentor, because we have mentorship system here. Understand? On top of that, Krishna himself as a super soul guides us. As a Paramatma, Krishna also guides us. Understand? Mataji mentioned, why can't Mother Yashoda hold Krishna and switch off the oven? But Krishna as a Paramatma is guiding Mother Yashoda. You keep your baby aside and switch it off. Krishna instructed. Same Krishna as a baby Krishna got angry for that action. As a Paramatma, he instructed, switch off the milk, put the baby aside. But as a baby, Krishna got angry for that action and he was crying. Understand? Contradictory behavior of Krishna. This is the beauty of Krishna. Paramatma, he is guiding his devotee. As a baby, he got angry with his mother. The same Krishna behaving contradictory way here. So Krishna instructed Mother Yashoda to do that action. Both actions are spiritual. Both actions are good. Mother Yashoda is in dilemma what to do. But immediately Krishna instructed as Paramatma, you do that one. Then I will start my Leela. Understand? So remember this moral crisis and ethical crisis. So Krishna conscious household life. Everything in household affairs of Mother Yashoda was meant for Krishna. When we put Krishna in center, every action of ours should meant for Krishna. Whether you study, for Krishna. You are doing work for Krishna. You are playing some instrument for Krishna. Like that. And multiple activities. Sometimes one must take care of more than one item of important business for the same purpose. Therefore, Mother Yashoda was not unjust when she left her son to take care of the overflowing milk. On the platform of love and affection, it is the duty of the devotee to do one thing first and other things later. Okay, these things will help us, when we do our services in the temple. Who mentioned? I think Mangala Mataji or someone mentioned, also mother, devotee, want to engage other people. Okay, one point made in our session was that, Mother Yashoda wants this overflowing milk to be in Krishna's service. Understand? So she wants to engage this milk in Krishna's service. That milk is also meant for Krishna, isn't it? If she feeds the baby, it will overflow and become useless, isn't it? But devotees, they want everything to be useful in Krishna's service. That is high priority. That is high priority. So that's why it's all right. Krishna, you stay there. I want that milk to be engaged in your service. So to me, that is a priority. That is how the devotees think. Pure devotees think. Understand?
Milk is also a devotee.
Milk is also a devotee of Krishna. In one lecture I heard, the milk was very upset because mother is feeding and Krishna won't have me. Yeah. In one lecture I heard, the speaker is explaining, this milk on the oven tried to commit suicide. The overflowing means committing suicide, by falling into the fire. Then the mother saved you. Don't worry, I will engage you in Krishna's service. Got it? So many points here we can understand. Mother Yashoda wants to engage milk in Krishna's service. The consciousness of milk, mother is not using me in Krishna's service, let me commit suicide. But mother is giving the confidence, you don't worry, I will keep you in Krishna's service. And Krishna as a super soul instructing Mother Yashoda, you go and save the milk. Okay? Yes, Mataji.
This made me remember last year we talked about the multi-flowers as well. Some of them they want to hold out so that Yashoda, so they can add their weight to Yashoda and she can't catch Krishna. And others want to fall out so that
Very good.
she can run faster than catch Krishna.
True.
So they also have got it.
Yes, that's in the last scenario, we'll get that one. While mother is running, some multi-flowers falls down. So that, mother can run quickly. Thanks, Mataji, you remember it?
So even
Wonderful.
also the consciousness of the flowers.
Yes.
Ways of,
Yeah.
want to serve the
Yeah. So, we'll discuss in the last scenario where mother is chasing Krishna. That point will come. You got it now? So, sometimes our actions should be dynamic. While doing services in temple or festival, sometimes we need to take decisions dynamically. Okay, when we are in, two things to do, something like that. Okay, so this is how, we apply, this, the action of Mother Yashoda in our lives. Prioritize activities. In Krishna consciousness, everything is dynamic. That's what I mentioned here. Krishna guides the devotee in what to do first and what to do next on the platform of absolute truth. What to do first and what to do next. Okay, few things parallelly doesn't help. While hearing lecture, Prabhuji, I will chant my rounds also. Two things together. No. Okay, either focus on lecture hearing or you chant, isn't it? Okay, what to do first, what to do next, Krishna will guide. Hope you got the point. Yeah. Now, hungry Krishna became now angry Krishna. Being very angry and biting his reddish lips with his teeth, Krishna with false tears in his eyes broke the container of yogurt with a piece of stone. Then he entered a room and began to eat the freshly churned butter in a solitary place. He got angry. Okay. Reddish lips. They are like bimba fruit. In Damodar prayers, you will hear it. Okay. His reddish lips. He is biting his reddish lips with his teeth. Krishna with false tears in his eyes. Yeah. Broke the container of yogurt with a piece of stone. He got angry. So he broke the container with a piece of stone. And he carried this butter and he ran to backyard. Okay, in a solitary place. And he began to eat. Mother Yashoda, after taking down the hot milk from the oven, returned to the churning spot. And when she saw that the container of yogurt was broken and Krishna was not present, she concluded that breaking of the pot was the work of Krishna. Yeah? She returned back. Krishna was not there. The pot was broken. Immediately she understood, okay, this is my child's action. Krishna at that time was sitting on an upside down wooden mortar for grinding spices and was distributing milk preparations such as yogurt and butter to the monkeys as he liked. Because of having stolen, he was looking all around with great anxiety, suspecting that he might be chastised by his mother. Mother Yashoda, upon seeing him, very cautiously approached from behind. Krishna is not selfish. Who said Krishna is selfish? Krishna is just not eating this butter and yogurt for himself. He is feeding to monkeys. Krishna is not selfish. He is feeding to monkeys. Though he is fear of his mother, yeah, but still he is not forgetting monkeys. He is feeding monkeys. Okay, and in between looking here, because he knows mother may come any time and catch him. And where he sat on the grinding mortar and feeding to monkeys. And in between looking behind with fear. Mother observed this. she cautiously approached Krishna from behind, silently, without making any noise. What happens otherwise? He will run away. When Lord Sri Krishna saw his mother, a stick in hand, he very quickly got down from the top of the motor and began to flee, as if very much afraid. Although yogis tried to capture him as Paramatma by meditation, desiring to enter into the effulgence of Lord with great austerities and penances, they failed to reach him. But Mother Yashoda, thinking that same personality of Godhead Krishna to be her son, began following Krishna to catch. Though Mother was approaching Krishna silently, without making much noise, Krishna found. Immediately he jumped from the grinding motor and started running. Okay? So here, yogis perform so many years of tapasya. Okay, to attain the Brahma Jyoti. But here mother is chasing Krishna from behind. That is the difference between yogis and a devotee. Okay, what is the position? Yogis cannot reach Krishna, but for pure devotees like Mother Yashoda, Krishna is already caught. Krishna is afraid of Mother Yashoda and yogis are afraid of Krishna. Become a devotee, but not a yogi. Okay, these are the points. Many years yogis do tapasya, but they may not attain him. But Krishna, out of this pure, love, Mother Yashoda, okay, got Krishna immediately. So that's why that is the difference. That is the difference between Bhakti Yoga and any other type of yoga system. So we feel that pleasure. We feel that pleasure in serving Krishna only, comparing with meditation. Okay. While following Krishna, Mother Yashoda, her thin waist overburdened by her heavy breasts, naturally had to reduce her speed. Because of following Krishna very swiftly, her hair became loose, and the flowers in her hair were falling after her. Yet she did not fail to capture her son Krishna. Okay, this is the description of Mother Yashoda while she is chasing Krishna. Her hair became loose, some flowers are falling down. Yeah, so all these things. What is it given here? Okay, overburdened by her heavy breasts, naturally had to reduce her speed. Because of, while following Krishna, Mother Yashoda, her thin waist overburdened and her heavy breasts, naturally had to reduce the speed. Okay, so now, what are the points here? Yogis cannot capture by severe penances and austerities, but Mother Yashoda, despite all obstacles, was finally able to catch Krishna without difficulty. Krishna therefore confirms that if one wants to capture him, one must undertake devotional service. In Bhagavad Gita 1855, Prabhupada mentioned, Bhaktyamam abhijanati yavanyas chastmi tattvataha tato mam tattvato gnatva visate tad anantaram. Practice devotional service to reach Krishna. Understand? Okay. So that's why Krishna is saying, if you follow Bhakti Yoga, okay, you can catch me easily. And very beautiful thing is, while this is happening, Mother is chasing, Krishna is running, Mother is chasing, Krishna is running, all monkeys are watching. All birds are watching. Okay. All, Vrindavana are observing. All demigods from heavenly planets, all yogis from Tapolok, everyone is watching this one because this is a very beautiful scenario. The Supreme Personality of Godhead He is running out of fear. He is fear of his devotee. And devotee is chasing him. This is a very beautiful, it's very strange. Supreme Personality of Godhead running like this. So, all demigods, all yogis, okay, all Vrindavanavasis, all birds, peacocks, monkeys, everyone is watching this, this beautiful scenario. And they are discussing among themselves. Some people, some are saying mother will win, she will catch. And some are saying, no, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, he cannot be caught. Like that. Some sort of betting. Spiritual betting. Yeah? Spiritual betting is going on. Discussion is going on. Who is going to win? Is it a mother or the baby? Is it a devotee or the God, the Lord? Okay? They are discussing among themselves. And they are very much eager to see. So, the whole world became two parts. One from mother's side, another one from Krishna's side. Is God great or the devotee great? People ask this question. Who is great? Is the Supreme Personality of Godhead great or his pure devotee is great? Who is great? Destination infallible. Bhaktas enter even the planet of Krishna very easily. But less intelligent yogis and jnanis, by their meditation, 1. Remain running after Krishna. 2. They cannot enter even the effulgence of Krishna. 3. Even if they enter the effulgence of Krishna, they fall down. That is the difference. Understand? But bhaktas, devotees, they enter the planet of Krishna very easily. But those who follow Jnana Yoga or other type of yogis, okay, but either they remain running to catch Krishna for innumerable lifetimes, or even they cannot enter because the process is very difficult. Or even though after so much severe penances and austerities, even though they enter the Brahmajyoti, again they have to fall down. But devotees who enter into spiritual world, Krishna is giving a guarantee that you will never go back. Understand? Now, when caught by Mother Yashoda, Krishna became more and more afraid and admitted to being an offender. As she looked upon him, she saw that he was crying. His tears mixing with the black ointment around his eyes. And he rubbed his eyes with his hands. He smeared the ointment all over his face. Mother Yashoda, catching her beautiful son by the hand, mildly began to chastise him. Okay, he is rubbing his eyes, the ointment applied to the eyes. Okay, is all spread over his beautiful face. Okay, and added the tears. Okay, so Mother Yashoda, by looking at that one, okay, she is chastising, but mildly chastising. Krishna, are you chastised by your mother? Mildly or wildly? Mix. Yeah. It happens to everyone, isn't it, in our lives? Now, points here to understand dealings and dependency of Krishna. See, yogis, jnanis, karmis and Vedantis cannot even approach Krishna. We already discussed that point. They must remain very, very far away from him and try to enter his bodily effulgence. Although this also they are unable to do. Yeah, we discussed that point. Great demigods like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva always worship the Lord by meditation and by service. Even the most powerful Yamaraja fears Krishna and Krishna's devotees. Yamaraj is very much fearful of Krishna and his devotees. Yamaraj is fearful personified, but he don't touch Krishna or his devotees. Yet, this Krishna became so dependent of Mother Yashoda that when she simply showed Krishna the stick in her hand, Krishna admitted of being an offender and began to cry like an ordinary child. So what did you understand from these points? Krishna is dependent on pure love of a devotee. So establish the loving relation with Krishna. Krishna is fully dependent on. He is a pure. Krishna is a dependent visa. He is on a dependent visa. Understand? He is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Jagannath. He is a Nath, master of all universes. But he completely depends on his devotees. So, Mother Yashoda was always overwhelmed by intense love for Krishna, not knowing who Krishna was and how powerful he was. Because of the maternal affection for Krishna, she never even cared to know who he was. Therefore, when she saw that her son had become excessively afraid, she threw the stick away and desired to bind him so that he would not commit any further naughty activities. Yeah? Any mother will do again the same. Okay? Just, hey, I will beat you. They don't beat. But I'll say, hey, I will beat you. I will beat you. If you do something, I will beat you. So when mother observed Krishna is very much afraid, she threw the stick first. And then, okay, let me tie him to grinding mortar. So that then he won't do it. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has no beginning and no end. Ananta. No Adi, no Anta. That's why he is called Ananta. No beginning and no end. No exterior and no interior. No front and no rear. In other words, he is all pervading. Krishna is all pervading. Krishna is everywhere. Because he is not under the influence of the element of time, for him, there is no difference between past, present and future. Krishna is beyond time. Right? He exists in his own transcendental form at all times. Being absolute, beyond relativity, he is free from distinctions between cause and effect, although he is the cause and effect of everything. That unmanifested person who is beyond the perception of senses had now appeared as a human child, and Mother Yashoda considering him as his own ordinary. Krishna is beyond time. Krishna has no beginning. Krishna has no end. Okay? Krishna is all pervading. Yeah? Krishna will manifest everywhere. Still, here, Krishna is acting like an ordinary human child. And Mother Yashoda is thinking, this baby is my baby. That's it. I can make him fear so that he won't do the naughty activities. That's the power of mother. Actually, here we are discussing the power of devotee, not power of Krishna, isn't it? Yeah? How powerful the pure love is, how powerful the pure devotee is. That's what we are discussing. See, immeasurable Krishna and inconceivable Krishna. What are the qualities of Krishna? Krishna is unlimited. Of course, the first one, Krishna is greatest. Second, unlimited. Third, all pervading. Across space and time. Fourth, incalculable by Vedic knowledge. You cannot calculate Krishna by Vedic knowledge. Fifth, whole cosmos is within his mouth. Okay? This is the immeasurable Krishna and inconceivable. Duryodhana also tried to tie Krishna, when Krishna went as a peace messenger. There is a difference, isn't it? Mother tying Krishna to grinding mortar and Duryodhana try to tie Krishna, these two are different. Okay? Immeasurable. You cannot measure Krishna. We know from Vamana Leela. 3 steps. 3 steps are in 1 to 3. It looks like measured. But it's immeasurable. Yeah? And here also, of course, when she tie the rope, it's immeasurable. She is unable to try. So this is the immeasurable and inconceivable Krishna. These are the characteristics of immeasurable and inconceivable Krishna. People say, can you prove the existence of God? Okay, generally. So, how foolish people measure Krishna? Yeah, they ask the question, can you prove the existence of God? Yes, I can prove. But are you qualified? Isn't it? That is important. Isn't it? Okay. So, the proof demands qualified audience. The question comes, okay, are you qualified? Is Duryodhana qualified? Yeah. So, those who challenge, actually they are not qualified. Here, Mother Yashoda is qualified to try Krishna, but Duryodhana is not qualified. Understand? Because there is a difference in the consciousness. When people say, okay, have you seen God? Can you prove the existence of God? First of all, are they qualified? That is important. If we surrender and try to understand, then we will understand. Okay? So, valid proof must be logical. Logic depends on previous experience. These self-realized souls have that previous experience, so that we will hear from them and we will try to understand it. Inexperienced people cannot understand the logic. So, demand of ethics is illogical. Understand? That's why you should hear from self-realized souls. We will be motivated, we will be inspired, we can understand. When our mood of inquiring is proper. Okay? Otherwise we are not qualified. Got it? Okay? So, how did Mother Yashoda measured Krishna? With love and loving service. Isn't it? These are the two. Love. Don't get scared of Lord. The Lord is very, very merciful. Don't get scared of Lord. Generally in our families, like, the point is like people are very much scared. They do service out of fear. Initially it may be like that, but as we move forward, naturally we feel, okay, let me do this out of love. So serving the Lord out of love. Here Mother is serving the Lord out of love. Okay. So Mother Yashoda measured Krishna with love and loving service. Not just love. Loving service. That is also there. Love. Prabhuji, I always love Krishna, Prabhuji. I have full of love for Krishna. Okay, perfect. Could you please help in sweeping the floor? I will do next time. Now I have to go. So, love and loving service, both are there, to measure Krishna. So, understand the logic of absolute truth. Krishna is the supreme master and enjoyer. We are the eternal service. Servant serves master with love. Okay, that is the key point. Now, Mother Yashoda attempts to bind Krishna. When Mother Yashoda was trying to bind the offending child, she saw that the binding rope was short by a distance of width of 2 fingers. Thus he brought another rope to join it. Okay. If anyone binds their child here like that, the neighbors will immediately complain to police, isn't it? Child abuse is going on in my neighbor's house. Yeah, child abuse is going on. So call police. Police will come and those things. But that time everyone is watching eagerly. Whom do they complain? Krishna himself is Supreme Personality of Godhead, isn't it? Hiranyakashipu want to see the Lord, but he is unable to see. The most powerful Hiranyakashipu. But here, household lady, Mother Yashoda, caught Krishna. Yeah. This new rope also was short by a measurement of 2 fingers, and when another rope was joined to it, it was still 2 fingers too short. As many ropes as she joined, all of them failed. Their shortness could not be overcome. So now Mother is trying to bind Krishna to grinding mortar. Okay? She is trying. She is, moving the rope, but the moment she is trying to bind, it's a short of 2 fingers. She is unable to make a knot because there is a short of 2 fingers. Some gopis are bringing some more ropes. She is adding that rope and this rope. But again, when she is trying to make a knot, there is a short of 2 fingers. All ropes in Vrindavan are gone now. But still she is unable to make a knot. Always a short of 2 fingers. Okay? By making like this, Krishna is also testing the patience of his devotee, testing the consciousness of his devotee. Okay? It's all right. Okay, go. No. Will she give up or will she continue? What exactly is the mood? Krishna is testing here. Okay. Thus Mother Yashoda joined whatever ropes were available in the household, but still she failed in her attempt to bind Krishna. Mother Yashoda's friends, the elderly gopis in the neighborhood, were smiling and enjoying the fun. Similarly, Mother Yashoda, although laboring in that way, was also smiling. All of them were struck with wonder. Everyone is surprised. What is this going on? Though so many ropes are tying to each other, why she can't make a knot? Or why I can't make a knot? Mother Yashoda also surprised. Because of Mother Yashoda's hard labor, her whole body became covered with perspiration, and the flowers and comb were falling from her hair. When child Krishna saw his mother thus fatigued, he became merciful to her and agreed to be bound. Agreed to be bound. This gap of 2 fingers are representing devotee's effort and Krishna's mercy. Devotee's effort is there. She is again trying. And now Krishna is also merciful. Okay, it's all right. I will be bound to you. Both are important. We invite people to temple. Sometimes new people we ask, please come to temple, we have a program. They say, I want to come, but don't know whenever Krishna show his mercy upon me. Krishna's mercy is always there. Where is the effort? So the effort and mercy together, both are important. Okay? So, unless I agree, you cannot bind. Krishna is giving here the message. Okay? Don't be proud of your service. Don't be proud of your service. Unless I agree, you cannot bound. And what is the reciprocation? Reciprocates himself automatically and reveals more and more to devotee as the devotee advances in the spiritual life. Okay? This is the mystery of the rope being too short. We can only bind Krishna with a pure love. This rope represents pure love if we have our sincere endeavor and Krishna's mercy. So these 2 points are the short of 2 fingers. Now, O Maharaj Parikshit, this entire universe with its great exalted demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma and Lord Indra is under the control of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet Supreme Lord has one transcendental attribute. He comes under the control of his devotees. This was now exhibited by Krishna in this pastime. Sukadeva Goswami is concluding this pastime saying, like, the Lord comes under the control of his devotees. This is what exactly he is showing here. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, the son of Mother Yashoda, is accessible to devotees engaged in the spontaneous loving service. But he is not as easily accessible to mental speculators, to those striving for self-realization by severe austerities and penances, or to those who consider the body the same as the self. Krishna's power to control versus devotee's power to control. See, power of pure love of a devotee, contradiction in Lord. Krishna is Yogeshwar. Okay, he is the controller of senses. but he cannot control himself from stealing butter. Yeah? Krishna is Lakshmi Pati, husband of goddess Lakshmi, but he steals butter like one who is a poor. Krishna is Yameshwar, master of Yama, but he is afraid of his mother's stick. Krishna is Jagadishwar, controller of universe, but he agrees to be bound by a devotee. Understand? These are the positions, these are what, okay? That's why the power of pure love of a devotee when conquering the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, how can we understand these contradictions? Non-devotees cannot understand these contradictions. They must be qualified. Krishna can be controlled by unalloyed devotional service. This doesn't mean he is under the control of the servant. He is under the controller of pure love of the servant. Okay? And why these contradictions? To display Ananda Chinmay Rasa, pleasure seeking, and to fulfill his and his devotees' desires. Okay? To please his devotees. That's the reason Krishna exhibits these contradictions, so that devotees feel it will be done by Krishna only. No one else can do it. Can you see any other demigod perform these type of things? No, isn't it? Only Krishna can do it. Understand? So these are the very beautiful points, from Damodar Leela. I hope you understood, okay, from these points, and also the practical applications, and also contradictions of Krishna, and how he will be bound by pure love and pure loving service only. Okay, so thank you very much. I have taken 5 minutes more, but at least I am happy I concluded all the points to explain you. So thank you very much for your attentive hearing. I hope it helps all of us, okay, in understanding the Lord and our service to the Lord. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any questions, quick questions? You can ask during Prasadam time also if you want. Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
One is not a question, but just a comment, on what Krishna said. That when you asked him, how he made a decision, and going to the pub as a 14-year-old. But the reason he made that decision was because he's been brought up in a devotee family.
Yes.
But if there was an ordinary child, a 14-year-old, he wouldn't have made that decision.
Yes.
So that's the difference between a devotee child and a non-devotee child.
True.
Yeah.
In Western culture, yeah, mother, father, grandfather, and grandson, okay, they all sit together and enjoy alcohol. It's their culture, isn't it? They don't feel it is bad, isn't it? That's true, yeah.
And the second one, I don't know about, Duryodhana, you saying that, of how Duryodhana tied, but I don't know about, that incident. Is it, the way I probably understood is, like how he wanted Krishna on his side. He wanted Krishna to agree in the war on his side.
No. Duryodhana wants to insult Krishna. Duryodhana wants to insult Krishna. When Krishna went as a peace messenger, Duryodhana wants to insult him. Understand? So that mood is totally different. Duryodhana wants to prove, I can insult him. He is he is an ordinary person. I can insult him like that. Nataraj Prabhu?
Yeah, at that time only, when he went as a peace messenger,
Yeah.
they tried to bind him,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Krishna showed his
Universal form.
He said that he had given vision to Dhritarashtra.
Yeah.
When he asked Lord, he requested the Lord,
Yeah.
if he could see as well. So, like we had given that darshan, vision to Dhritarashtra.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but the point what Prabhu is making, like comparison, like when he was trying to bind,
Yeah.
he like, and there were so many great warriors.
Yeah.
They're so competent, but they could not bind Krishna. That's
Yeah.
the point Prabhu is making, comparison between Mother Yashoda and non-devotees.
Yeah.
That's what isn't it?
Yes. Mother Yashoda is just like ordinary housewife, a lady. Understand? But Duryodhana and Kauravas, great warriors, they want to insult. And mother also here chastising. Understand? This is not insult. Here Yashoda is not, Mother Yashoda is not trying to insult Krishna by binding to grinding mortar. Okay? This is out of pure love. There Duryodhana wants to bind Krishna and insult him. That is the difference. Mother Yashoda doesn't know that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Duryodhana don't accept Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Understand? He thinks Krishna is an ordinary some Yadav. Mother Yashoda is thinking Krishna is my child. Understand? Okay. Both don't have that consciousness that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. But here, the pure love is there. Isn't it? But there, complete envious pride to insult Krishna is there. That's the difference.
Also, one is acting in Yogamaya, the other is acting in Mahamaya.
Exactly.
Duryodhana is influenced by Mahamaya.
Yes.
Whereas Mother Yashoda was influenced by Yogamaya.
Yogamaya. Yeah.
Because without Yogamaya, she could not have bound.
True.
Because, otherwise you immediately think he is to be the supreme and then you stay back.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. So Yogamaya helps these pastimes.
Yeah. And when Krishna went as a peace messenger to Duryodhana invited him for a feast. But Krishna said, no, I will go to Vidura's house. Krishna rejected royal feast. And Krishna went to Vidura's. We know that pastime also, isn't it? So Krishna's preference is always pure love. Not rich, wealthy, position. He doesn't care at all. Isn't it?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
I just wanted to, there are three things. You mentioned Deen Bandhu Prabhu said that there was this elderly gentleman. I think this is more or less same as Sanatan Goswami. He used to do Govardhan Parikrama. And he quite advanced in his age till he was given a Govardhan Shila that I think it's time that you still do it. So it's the dedication and the devotion. So
Yes.
I think it's more or less similar principles,
True.
isn't it?
True.
And you had made a slide in which there was a presentation of the various qualities of Krishna.
Hmm.
And this reminded me, is it Ras Khan or Rasa Khan? Ras Khan. He wrote a very nice one where he says, Adi, Anant, Ached, Abhed. I don't know if, but I can't remember. I'm not good at remembering them. But it's something.
All those with the Sanskrit words.
All the Sanskrit words, but they all begin with the A and all
Yeah.
qualities are explained.
Yeah. Yeah, Achyuta means infallible. Ananta means no begin, no end.
No end. So it's
Yeah.
a very beautiful line, but
Yeah.
I can't remember the whole of it. It's quite well said. And when you mentioned that Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra were given the vision of the
Duryodhana was not Duryodhana.
Only Dhritarashtra.
Only Dhritarashtra, somebody commented, Prabhupada says also in the Bhagavad Gita.
So Dhritarashtra was given the vision, and then later on Arjuna also had it in the field. He requested it to be for the others, of course, but so both of them had seen Dhritarashtra and Arjuna.
Dhritarashtra to some extent, may not be the full universal form. Actually, Prabhupada comments that on the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita,
Okay,
in the universal form.
Okay.
So Prabhupada comments that somebody commented saying that a portion of this universal form was shown to Dhritarashtra.
See, another point is, even they cannot see also, Arjuna is different, Dhritarashtra is different. Even the Krishna exhibits full form, okay, Dhritarashtra, he cannot bear to see the complete.
Even Arjuna
being merciful, okay, whatever he can, Krishna, okay, you get whatever you can, like that. It's not a...
Prabhupada mentioned, but I have not read the
Yeah,
original
yeah.
text.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely this is mentioned in the 11th
Yeah.
chapter of Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
So I've got just one or two points I want to make.
Yeah.
So I really like the point you made about even if we do service, there is no guarantee until Krishna agrees, we will not get the reward. So it's not that we can't demand. I really like Radha Prabhu, you mentioned no autocracy and reward. So ultimately it depends on Lord Krishna. We can't demand. So it's what is in our hand is only we can do the service. That's the point. I really liked it. And secondly, Prabhupada says that these jnanis and yogis, they want to become one with the God, or they want to be God. Yeah. But here, Prabhupada says that devotees are greater than God. So they want to become God. They want to become God, but actually God is bound by God is bound by the devotees. So what is the use of you becoming a God? So you better become a devotee. Also, in the pastime of Ambarish Maharaj, Lord Vishnu says very wonderful point. Lord, my devotees control me with service, with loving service. They fully takes me under their control because of their loving service. Just like a partner, two wife and husband are there, and wife serves husband or husband serves wife. But just by serving, they take control of one another, isn't it? Just by serving, loving service you do every day, you feed, and then they full take control of that person by loving service. Krishna also says like that, my devotees, they take full control of me by doing this loving service. So Prabhuji mentioned in the whole lecture about service only. So those 2 points I really liked it. Okay, His Grace Radha Vinod Prabhu ki jai, Shri Radha Damodar Bhagwan ki jai, Yashoda Damodar Bhagwan ki jai, Kartik Mas Maha Mahotsav ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. Okay, so now we'll take Prasad, and our Krishna can sing Mahaprasadam prayer.
Mahaprasade Govinde, Mahaprasade Govinde, Namo Brahmane Vaishnave, Namo Brahmane Vaishnave, Vishwasunye Vichayate, Saira Vidyacha, Chalindriyataika, Jivile Sesagre, Dharma Jeti Vaiti, Krishna Bharadama, Ravivar Jivaja, Napasham Vidava,
Radha Krishna Gunagao, Brahmatiko Shijitani Nitai, Janimai Janitai, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadata, Shri Vasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,